Hey YouTubers, good morning, it's Rob. Guys, today we're doing a video about the Heritage Arm Rough Rider. A few people asked me to do a video on this. But let's start from the beginning. I'm not a gun expert, I don't play one on YouTube. I have done a few gun videos over the years that were very well received by the gun community, but I'm not an expert. There's people on YouTube that have inhaled more gun smoke than I fired. So whatever I tell you is just my opinion, and it's just my opinion. We're going to be talking about, is the Heritage Arm 6-shooter good for home self-defense? And the quick answer is no. You can stop watching right now. No, it's not. But let's go over the reasons why it's not, and then I'll go over some of the reasons why this is still a nice pistol and it wouldn't hurt to have one. So this is my opinion. The number one reason is that this particular pistol, by the way, which it's unloaded and it's on safety. I don't put ammo in any of the firearms I have, or I do videos at home, only at the range. There'll be no shooting of this pistol, so you're going to be disappointed if you're waiting for me to shoot it. We're going to be talking about the pros and cons. The second reason that's not good for home defense, it's not only a ammo that's very weak compared, or the weakest compared to all of the others, it's the least reliable. So you're starting off with the least reliable and the weakest ammo. You also have a pistol that is very slow to shoot. It's a single action. It only does one thing. It will, after you cock it, you can fire it, but it won't do both at the same time. So it's very slow. If you have another firearm that has a 30-round magazine, they can discharge it by the time you're able to fire all 6 shots, unless you're extremely good with this. It's also very slow to reload. You can't just pop in another magazine. It's limited to just 6 amount of shots. It's not concealable, not really, and not here in South Florida. And also, most importantly, the number one main reason why this is not a good home self-defense weapon is because there are many other weapons just as cheap or inexpensive as that one. For example, this is the unloaded Rossi 22. It has no magazine, and the charging bolt is open and locked in place. This costs, with the threaded barrel, 148. You can get them at the highest price I've seen is 140. You can get them as low as 120 right now, and then it's just as reliable, if not more. It's a better accuracy, and it shoots very quickly, and you can get I think a 25-round magazine, and it's the same price, or maybe a couple dollars difference. So back to the Heritage Arm. What are some of the good things about this pistol? Well, thinking out of the box, because it is just a single action, it's not semi-automatic. If we ever enter a period of time where we have legislators that want to get rid of semi-automatics, or the semi-automatic ammo, whatever, they could have, you could have this. It's not semi-automatic. This may be around a lot longer than some of our other firearms. This particular gun, the Heritage Arm, it's been known to be very reliable. Another thing is revolvers themselves are known to be more reliable than the semi-automatics, although they do have their problems. It's actually it's pretty accurate from what I've seen. Another thing is, I've been playing around. I added a little cat laser. When I put tape on it, I was able to pretty much dial it in by just pointing. I didn't shoot in the house, and I haven't been to the range with it. But when I put some wire on it to make it permanent, because when you shoot the revolvers, they have gas coming out of the chambers, and you're going to, if you just have tape, your laser is going to get dislodged. So I put some wire on there, and now it's off a tiny bit to the left. So you would have to just use English and compensate by just pointing a little bit to the right. but it has a little light and a laser, and it was like $5. So you can have some fun messing around with these, adding something like this. I haven't seen anybody else do. I'm enjoying it. The ammo is very low cost compared to others, and it's been becoming a lot more available than it was a few months ago. The noise, if you had to shoot it inside the house, is going to be much less than some of the cannons people use for home self-defense. You won't have to worry as much about going through walls to penetration. It's easy to maintain and take apart. It's a dream compared to some other firearms. It's fairly safe. I mean, in order to fire it, you have to cock that lever. Pretty deliberate action. It's not where you could, by mistake, put your finger on the trigger and just pull it in the heat of the moment. You're going to have to cock that sucker back. So in some ways, it's quite safe. I would imagine, I was going to say something I don't know enough about. Let me stop right there. More than I've already said. So those are some of the reasons that a person wouldn't want to use it for home self-defense, and also some of the reasons to actually like the pistol. Like I said, it's very inexpensive, but for the same price you can get something a lot more practical. However, I really don't think, even though I haven't taken it to the range yet, I don't imagine, from what I've seen other people using this gun, you can find something that is as much fun for the price. But it's if this is all you had, this laser, I don't know if it's going to work or not, but if it does work, if you're in a house and it's dark and your eyes are old and you have to worry about sighting in, or if you just had the laser and you knew it was off just by this much, hey, it's target acquisition would be quick, and shot placement could be very fast, at least the first couple rounds, and that may be all you need. But I wouldn't make this your first choice, but it deserves some respect, if not a top choice. So that's my review of the Heritage Arm. I hope it was helpful to you. I have reviews of the Taurus PLY22 little pocket guy that fits in this guy here that I've loved, but people are having a hard time with. I saw some recent reviews where it was misbehaving. But I also did one on the Hi-Point 9mm carbine that's gotten very good reviews, and I've made a couple videos on making wooden cases for the rifles and the carbines. You might want to check those out, just with the jigsaw and hammer. Anybody can do it. So guys, I hope I didn't screw up anything. I'm sure you'll leave me some good information in the comment section how I should have said or done something different, and I always learn from the comments. So guys, I hope that was helpful to you. I put on new videos every week. Been doing it for 14 years, got over 1,000 videos and a bunch of different playlists, and I'll be putting this video in my playlist I have on BB guns and slingshots and crossbows and pistols and carbines and stuff like that. Stuff that the Googly doesn't like. Alright guys, it's been a pleasure. Hope you all staying safe, and see you out there.